Today I am super excited to talk to you because I'm going to introduce you to a concept. Perhaps you've heard of it, but maybe not. And either way, I think you should keep watching because this has truly changed my life and changed my self-development, self-becoming journey. So let's get started. So today I am going to be introducing you guys or bringing forth the concept that everyone is your mirror. Maybe you've heard of this, maybe you haven't, but stay open-minded because, like I said, this has transformed my life. So the concept that everyone is your mirror is that everyone in your existence, maybe this is your relationship, your friends, your family, everyone is trying to reflect back to you something that you can work on or a lesson that needs to come to the surface. So the way that I like to use this is that anytime I feel triggered by something, and by triggered I mean somebody makes an action or says something and it affects my ego. It affects my ego in the way that someone does something and I create a story. Let's say I text a friend, they don't text back, and I'm creating a story. Maybe they're mad at me, maybe I did something. This is what I'm meaning here. So you can probably recognize maybe different areas of your life where the ego is creating a story. So whenever I notice that somebody is reflecting something back to me, like let's say they, don't text back and I'm creating a story. They're reflecting something that I need to work on inside. So this completely changed my self-improvement journey because I decided to look at it as everyone being a teacher to me. And every single time that I become triggered or something affects me, I take it as a lesson and I actively ask myself, what is this trying to teach me? What is this person reflecting back to me? Because as we know, our thoughts create our reality, and the universe is always encouraging us to up level and to reach for bigger and better and to really step into our worthiness. So if something is being reflected back to you and it doesn't feel good, that is a key sign for you to look within, to ask yourself that question, what is this trying to teach me? And then to work through your own lessons. There are different ways in which I work through my own lessons. It could be as simple as like meditating or journaling or bringing this forth to my coach, which I speak to on a weekly basis. But I want to encourage you guys that when there are these types of triggers come up for you, I call them triggers. Sometimes they're not necessarily the worst feelings in the world, or they might just be subtle. But when you recognize that you're creating a story, look within. And I'm telling you, the more and more that you can seek the answers from within and bring forth the lesson, certain things don't bother you anymore. For example, in my life, I feel like knock on everything, but I'm no longer a jealous person. I no longer experience the emotion of jealousy because in the past, whenever I've been triggered by jealousy, like somebody has something that I don't have, instead of feeling those negative feelings, I ask myself the question, why am I feeling this way? What does this person have that I don't, that I'm seeking or I'm looking for? Because I wouldn't be triggered if I didn't feel that there was a lack, that they had an abundance that I didn't have in my own life. By actively working through that, I no longer experience jealousy, and if anything does come up that's similar to that comparison aspect, I ask myself, what is the feeling that I'm assuming that they have or that this is giving me that I don't have? So this could be seeing other people in like happy, abundant relationships, and maybe I'm feeling like, oh, I don't feel that in my own life. That could be affection or adoration that is missing. And then I ask myself, how can I give myself affection today? How can I give myself adoration today? And then I fill up my own cup and I no longer experience jealousy if I see people happy together as something that I don't have. I can be happy for them because I feel happy enough inside. And the mirrors can show up for you, like I said, in every single relationship, and you can ask yourself why. Another example could be maybe a colleague of yours gets a promotion or gets a raise and you feel a tinge of jealousy. Is that because you want to be making more money? You feel like you deserve to be making more money and you're not? Or do you feel like you deserve to be recognized? Maybe the concept that you're looking for, the feeling that you're looking for is recognition. So I encourage you today to go out there and see what is being mirrored back to you to work on. And I'm telling you guys, I know that the self-improvement, the self-becoming, the self-development journey isn't always the funnest, but the more that you can choose to sift through the reflections, the triggers, if you will, the better and more abundant your life is going to be. I'm telling you, it's complete freedom and liberation when you can let go of feelings like jealousy, resentment, you know, anger, pain. The more and more that you choose to look within, rather than to just let these things get brushed off or suppressed, you will just become a magnet for success, because the more and more that you choose to answer to yourself, to look within, you create a wholeness and a completeness inside. And then you attract whole and complete, whether that be in forms of people or whether that just be divine abundance. You become the magnet. The more that you work on yourself, you truly become the magnet. I would say in my life personally, romantic relationships have been my biggest mirror. So these relationships can spark my own insecurities, and that's where I look. And these ones especially, because we've all heard, seen, or been in the situation where we get into a romantic partnership and we completely dissolve into that. And we dissolve into it into a way where we almost tend to lose ourselves. We lose our 2 feet on the ground and we get caught up in something that kind of causes us to lose our identity. And I can straight up say, you guys know, I've been there. I've been there. And this time around, or moving forward in my life, I'm no longer allowing that to happen. And the way that I no longer allow that to happen is because I choose to actively work through any stories, any blocks. There's no me trying to be something that I'm not, to compensate for feelings that I'm not feeling inside. Any feeling that I may not be receiving back to me that's causing a little bit of a trigger going on, I fill my cup. I fill my cup. So this is a great place to look. Romantic partnerships, I would say, are our biggest mirror. So I challenge you, if you are in a relationship or you're not in a relationship yet, pay attention to what the universe is reflecting back to you. And if the universe is reflecting great things back to you, nothing but abundance and joy, take the time to feel gratitude for that. Because the more you feel gratitude and the more you say thank you to the universe, the more you attract more of that. So I'm wishing you guys all abundance, and I hope that this video helped you understand maybe something that's going on in your life a little bit better right now, or just inspired you to look at the mirrors that are being presented in your life right now. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!